Are you sure you guys want me to host?
Yes.
What are we
What,
doing?
I
what's
know
up,
what's happening
NSP
right now.
fans and faithfuls? I'm gonna host today, but we're gonna talk about the New York Giants again, just like we did on our past video with Saquon Barkley and what we think he's gonna do this upcoming season. There you go, Reed. Now I'm in the right position.
Okay.
For you Spotify viewers, we got two guys over here named Reed McCall and AJ Alvarado, and they're fighting over control of who's gonna function on this camera, I guess, responsibilities. But
Of
all right,
course, it'll
so
be me, right? Because I've been doing it for so long.
I don't know, man. I just see you guys
He's
arguing
made
over
a
here.
lot of mistakes over the years, but
Oh, well, yeah. While we have these guys arguing today, what we're gonna do with the New York Giants is we are going to predict their wins and losses for the 2022 season. And first up, we got them week 1 playing the Titans. Now, in my opinion, I don't even think we have to talk about this game. I think the Titans are a powerhouse compared to the Giants. And I don't think with a new coach and a new GM that they're going to take over and beat the Titans.
Are you
That's
serious? The first game of the season, though, the Titans, they're coming off a loss. Ryan Tannehill is scared. He's about to lose his job to a rookie. I just see Derrick Henry there. That's all. That's literally all I see.
I don't
you
know.
see Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
And you think the Giants Giants defense can stop them?
If that's all they got, maybe.
But man, they have Ryan Tannehill, the GOAT.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I can't argue too much. Yeah, I do think Titans will win that game.
Are you forgetting that they have Robert Woods? They drafted Treylon Burks.
Mm-hmm.
They have Austin Hooper now at their tight end position. Not bad weapons, not bad.
Yeah.
That's
But,
bad.
and I mean, we're comparing them to the Giants.
Oh.
I mean, it hurts to say it, but But are we all in agreement here with week 1?
Yeah.
Titans taking a W over the Giants. So Giants go 0-1. Daniel Jones struggles. Saquon Barkley struggles. Probably everybody else struggles. So we're going to week 2, and they're hungry. They want to go beat the Panthers with their new quarterback, Baker Mayfield, at the helm. What do you guys
Ooh.
think here?
Let's go, Baker.
Hey, Baker Mania all the way, man. They're gonna beat the Doonies down, the Giants.
Dang.
Why is that? Why do you think that the Panthers and their new offense
Well,
are
some might
going?
say that Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley are father and son because they have such similar years as far as injury wise, but they have so much potential. I do think CMC will stay healthy, and I just believe that the Carolina Panthers are a more complete team than the New York Giants. That's the only reason why I would give the Carolina Panthers the edge here.
Okay.
Read your thoughts. Your thoughts.
No, I think Baker's going to have it figured out. They're coming off of a win against the Browns because the Browns stink now. And he's just going to carry. They started off hot, the Panthers did last year, and they're going to do it again.
All right, yeah. So I think you guys are correct. The Panthers do play the Browns week 1, I believe, but we're not talking about their schedule. But I think Baker's going to be hungry. I think DJ Moore is going to be cooking. Robbie Anderson is going to love Baker Mayfield, even though the media said that that's not apparent. And I think CMC will actually stay healthy for a majority of the season this year. That's my bold prediction. I don't know if y'all agree there, but I got the Panthers winning again. So the Giants are 0-2. Now we go to America's team
The
against the
boys.
Giants. The first meetup of the season for them. I know AJ has his bold prediction already on what's going to happen with their two matchups. But what do y'all think about the Cowboys going up against the Giants so early on a Monday night?
The Cowboys are too strong, man. As much as I would like for it to be the other way around, I think the Cowboys got this game.
Okay.
Read.
I really want to say the Giants can win this Monday Night Football. I believe all last year the Monday nights footballs were all really good close games. I want to say that they'll be able to pull it off this time, but I don't know. I think Cowboys win.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard. I think the Cowboys come in really strong. The Giants don't know exactly what their identity is yet. even though they still have a lot of the same guys as their starters on offense and defense. But I just think Cowboys are too strong. Zeke, CeeDee Lamb, some of their additions like Jalen Tolbert, and then of course Dalton Schultz, who we talked about just earlier this week on the top 5 tight ends. I just think they have too much power on the offensive side, and they're going to keep scoring at will, just like they did in the 2021 season. So again, sorry Giants and Giants fans, you guys are going 0-3 to start this season, but keep your hopes up because this is a possibility where you can get a win when you're going against the Bears in week 4. So, what do y'all think about Chicago and what their chances on possibly not beating the Giants in week 4?
I have,
There's
yeah, I have Chicago being one of the worst teams in the league this year, but I also have that for the New York Giants as well. So this could be a challenging match for the both of them. I do think the Giants could come out with a win here.
Reed, your thoughts?
Bears lose.
Oh, well, that was fast. I mean,
Yeah.
is that a little bit of a bias or is that just
No, the
football
Bears.
fans?
I love the Bears. They're probably one of my second favorite teams, honestly, just because of my respect for them. But they suck.
Okay, well, Reed supposedly loves this team, as which I don't agree with, but cool. I guess the Giants are gonna get a win here. Do you guys think it's gonna be a slight win or a big margin between from the score?
I think it'll be a close one.
Close one. Okay. Now my suspicions are gonna arise here if Reed says the same short answer that he just did a little while ago. In week 5, we have the New York Giants going to Packers Stadium, I believe. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they are the home team. So it's going to be early. It's not going to be snowing. It's not going to be that cold. Do you think the Packers still have the upper hand, even though maybe the New York Giants wide receiver core is better than the Packers? Reed, you can answer first.
Packers win. We have a better defense. We have a better offense. It's as easy as that.
Okay, AJ.
I gotta agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
Packers are a better team.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stir up some stuff over here. I like to ruffle Reed's feathers every now and then. But the Packers are outstandingly the better team here. And I think going into week 6 as well, Baltimore is going to be the better team. So that's my prediction before I get y'all's stance on this. But what do y'all think about this game?
Yeah, I just think it's a high-powered offense that the Giants won't be able to keep up with.
Yeah. I agree.
Geez, y'all are not giving me a lot to go off on here. I mean, Lamar Jackson, I think Lamar Jackson is one of the better guys in the league at quarterback, even though he just has so much controversy around his position and what he does there. But yeah, I think they're too stacked there. They do have an amazing tight end as well. So I just don't think that the New York Giants and their defense can stack up against them. But going into week 7, they're going to go down to Jacksonville, Florida. And do y'all think that they're going to put up a fight against the new and improved Jacksonville Jaguars?
New and improved. I'm not too sure about that. They do have a new head coach, which I like. Do I think that's enough? I don't know. They're pretty much on the same boat, but I think Giants have more at stake in this point than the Jacksonville Jaguars do. I have the Giants taking the lead here.
I disagree. I think the Jaguars are going to be a better team this year. They got a new head coach, one that's just not throwing everything around and not going on the team plane and going to bars with random girls. I think they have a lot better situation, especially with Trevor Lawrence going to his second year. That one running back, I forget who they drafted, but his teammate back in college is going to be playing this year. Everything should be aligning for the Jaguars, and I think they're going to be. I think they're going to have more wins this year, and it's going to be coming from winning games like these against the Giants. So I have the Jags winning.
Yeah, man, I think I have to agree with Reed here. They do have Travis Etienne as their number 1 running back over James Robinson, who also does pretty well at the position. They have Christian Kirk, the man that changed the entire wide receiver realm on how much they get paid per year. And they have Evan Ingram now, who they stole from New York. So he's at their tight end position now. And I think this is going to be a very interesting game because it's week 7. They're almost coming up on a bye, and they have only won one game so far. But I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are just going to be a little bit too much for the New York Giants. Uh, and then, I mean, I don't think the Giants have uh, a possibility of winning in week 8 when they go to Seattle and they face my Seahawks. I mean, I want to get y'all's opinion on that just because I know y'all are a little bit less biased with that matchup between New York and Seattle.
I'm sorry, you agreed that Jacksonville was going to win there?
I do agree.
Got you. Now with Seattle, okay, it's kind of hard. I gotta give this to Reed here because mine's going to be biased as well. So you go ahead, Reed.
We got two teams here that are not very good, but I mean, it's so hard to determine Seattle in my opinion right now because right now I think Drew Lock is the quarterback one, but I don't know how locked in that is. Vincent thinks it's going to be Gino. I don't know exactly who is going to be the quarterback one number one, so it's hard to tell for this. Again, what the Seahawks are going to be. But at the end of the day, Seahawks are playing at home. I think the Seahawks win.
Nice. Okay, AJ, now I want to hear yours before I say mine.
Okay, so yeah, Seahawks are playing at home. I think by this time, if Saquon does stay healthy and they do have an offensive line staying healthy as well, I do think they could get something rolling. At the end of the day, I would think that the Giants would go away with this game, but then again, that is a little bit of bias for me. They do have two high powered wide receivers in Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. As far as who's going to be throwing the ball, I'm not too sure who it is. I'm not too confident on who it's going to be either. So that's why I would have given the edge to the Giants, but it's going to be a close game no matter what, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. That's the only area where I agree with you, AJ. I do think this game is going to go down to the wire. Just like every time that Gino plays, it's always down to the last drive, and somehow Gino just happens to mess it up. So if he's still at the number one quarterback position there in week 8, I do think that we can pull it off because I think that he's going to have a little bit more tenure under his belt at the starting position. And we also have Rashad Penny. We drafted Kenneth Walker at the running back position. We have Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, and then we have 3 guys that are fighting for that third position on the offensive side. Defense is pretty much the same. We added some veterans, but I think we might be able to pull it off in week 8 against New York, even though they might be just about to figure it out on what their identity is and how to win some games. But after that, they have a nice bye week. So they could be, I believe, 1-7 at this point. Not a very, very good season at all, but they have something to look forward to. They have 2 matchups where they can possibly win in week 10 and 11. So week 10, they're going to be at home facing the Houston Texans. So what do y'all think about Houston? And do you think that New York can pull off the win when they're at home in week 10?
I do believe New York can pull off that win. I do like the Houston Texans more, but at this point, you can't tell if New York's just giving up at this point or sitting down Daniel Jones. But they do have a better team than the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans are still rebuilding. They got Davis Mills back there, a huge fan of him. But I don't think they'll come out with a win on this week.
Giants win at home.
Ooh, okay, Reed. Okay, quick and easy to the point. Yeah, I do think the Giants win too. Uh, don't get me wrong, the Texans are my second favorite team in the league right now, and I like the area that they're going to go in without Deshaun Watson. Davis Mills is their number 1 QB, and they have Marlon Mack as their running back. So I think that's pretty interesting, but I just don't think that they're going to have it figured out this year. Sorry, Coach Lovie Smith, but it's not going to work out well this year for you, and I think the Giants kind of beat down on them after a bye week. But going on to week 11, they're going to be at home again against the Detroit Lions. And what do you guys think about MCDC going over there to New York? Do you think they're going to win, or do you think they're going to lose to the Giants?
Oh, he's eating some kneecaps that week. He's going to win.
Ooh.
I think the Lions stink, bro. It's Jared Goff, man. You guys know Jared Goff. Come on. You think Jared Goff's going to win a game? No, the Detroit stinks, man. As much as I love MCDC, Detroit stinks.
Okay. I think the Giants win here, just because of the reason that they have Jared Goff at QB. But uh, AJ also makes a good point. He thinks that Daniel Jones is going to be sitting by then. So do you think that the Giants can win with who do they have at quarterback?
Tyrod
Tyrod.
Taylor,
Tyrod Taylor.
100%,
So
100%.
do you think if Daniel Jones is starting or not starting by now and Tyrod Taylor comes in against the Lions, do you think that the Giants will still win, Reed?
Detroit stinks.
I love Reed's to the point responses here. Just brings so much depth to this video. But next we have the Cowboys again going up against New York Giants. It's the second time they meet, but they're meeting on Thursday night. So what do y'all think on a short week? Do you guys think that they have a chance against the Cowboys now while playing in Jerry's World?
I'll give you one better. I think there's no chance that stays as a Thursday night game. That should not be a Thursday night game. It's not going to be interesting whatsoever. I don't care about the rivalry between or the history or what. I don't care. That should not be a Thursday night game. That should be replaced with something much better. Cowboys will sweep them this season.
Ooh.
Do Thursday nights usually get floods?
Yeah.
I think it happened last season.
Happens with the Niners all the time.
Oh, that's the Niners, though. Dallas wins.
What do you mean that's the Niners, though? What is that even supposed to mean?
Well, these guys have been bickering all day. But I do agree. I think the Cowboys sweep the Giants. I'm sorry. The Cowboys are just too much to handle. So we go to week 13 and Washington Commanders with maybe an almost new finished stadium, but they're probably still going to be playing at their old stadium by then. What do you guys think about them going to Giant Stadium and if they're going to win or not?
I think the W stands for Wentz. Washington Wentz. I can't believe they went with him instead of Jimmy G. I still think they're a much better team than the Giants. I think the Giants are getting killed in this division. They will. The Washington will win.
Yeah, I agree with AJ. Washington will, or the Commanders. I really don't like that name, but they'll finish third in that division. So Washington wins this.
Yeah, I think Washington wins this too. I really like the running back duo they have there with Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick, and of course Terry McLaurin just got paid, so he's going to be balling out. But just to keep this video going along, one of my favorite teams in this division, the Eagles, are going to be going to the Giants Stadium, and I think the Eagles are going to put a whooping on the Giants. I think the Eagles are much better than the Giants here, so that's my prediction here in Week 14.
No,
Y'all
yeah,
agree?
of course.
Yep.
Yeah, best old line in the league. Can't argue with that.
All right. So Week 15, just like Week 13, they're playing the Commanders, but now they are at one of the Commanders stadiums. So what do you think happens here? You guys think that Washington sweeps them just like the Cowboys?
I don't think Washington sweeps them. I do feel like they could squeeze away with one win against them. It could be either Week 13 or Week 15, but I don't think Washington will sweep the Giants.
Yeah, I think Giants win here, but they're not going to escape that stadium with unscathed. They might get some poo water on them. Part of the stadium might fall on them, but they'll win. They'll win.
That's true, man. I think the last time that the stadium was falling apart was when Jalen Hurts was leaving. So I agree with you. But now going into Week 16, and we're almost done. The Giants don't look like they're having a very successful season. I believe they are 2-12 at this point, or 3-11 now. I'm sorry, I believe. But now they're going up against the Vikings at home in Minnesota. By this time on a Saturday night, it should be quite cold and maybe a little snowy there. So do you think Kirk Cousins and Mr. Justin Jefferson are going to run all over New York?
Me personally, I don't see the Vikings losing more than 5 games this year. And for damn sure, New York's not going to beat them.
I do not think the Vikings will be that good, but they are an 8-9 win team, definitely. And it's very hard to play in that stadium. It's very loud, very noisy, and it's going to be cold. So I got Vikings winning this.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a slugfest just by the timing of when this game is going to happen. But I think Dalvin Cook is going to be the real reason why they win. And if Dalvin Cook is injured, just like Reed thinks he might be, Alexander Madison is just going to come in and wreak havoc against the New York Giants defense. But going to Week 17, they have a tough matchup. They got the Colts with Matt Ryan and that new revamped offense. They're playing in New York Giants, their MetLife Stadium. What do you guys think is going to go down here? You think the Colts are going to romp on them?
Oh, 100%. I think the Colts are so underrated this year. They're going to prove a lot of people wrong, and they're just going to steamroll over New York.
I'm a big Colts fan this year. I think they have a really good chance to do well. Right now in Week 17, they're going to be battling for a playoff spot, especially in the AFC. And last year when they were doing that, they choked in the last few games. So I think Giants are going to squeeze out a win here. It's going to be an upset. Upsets happen, guys. Upsets happen. So I think Giants squeeze out a win here.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, the last time that happened, they had Wentz under center, but now they have Matt Ryan. I don't think that happens with the ice that guy has in his veins. Uh, so I think the Colts win here. I think we kind of outrule Reed, but I mean, keep that in mind, guys. There are always upsets, and it did happen to the Colts last year when they played the Jaguars. But in the last game for the New York Giants, is there hope for a win when they go to Philadelphia and play the Eagles for the second time?
Really just depends how you look at it. A lot of people think Philadelphia is going to be leading that division. If so, then I feel like they're going to be sitting some players, kind of, it's going to be a trap game. So Giants can take it, but honestly, I don't think they're going to win the division. So I do believe Philadelphia will have to beat New York for a good spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, Philadelphia would definitely be playing. Whether they win the division or not, they're still going to be playing for playoff contention or where their seed ends up. And I don't see the Cowboys being out of it by week 18 already. So whether they win the division or not, they still have to win this game. So I think Eagles win this.
Yeah, I agree with you both. I do think that there are going to be playoff implications in this game. Eagles are going to take the win, and hopefully, Mr. Jalen Hurts will have a chance at getting that MVP, just like I predicted a few weeks back. But we'll see about that. The record here, I believe that it says 4-13. They go 1-5 in the division. They go 1-13. I mean, oh my goodness, look at all those stats up there. If y'all can see them, they go 3-6 at home, 1-7 on away games, and it's just horrible. Poor Giants, but you know what? I think they're going to be just exactly in the same position as my Seahawks. We're going to be tanking for a quarterback in this next draft, which is quarterback heavy. So sometimes that's what just what the fans have to expect for. And it's one of those years for the Giants, and I don't think Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley are going to get really, really good contracts if they allow them to stay around in the Giants organization. But I mean, who knows? Maybe we're completely wrong, and maybe the Giants have something to prove here.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, guys. I think I'll do the the how do you call it?
Outro.
The outro.
Good
Since I
start.
did
This is a
the
good
intro
start.
too. I'm the captain now. I don't have my hat, but But yeah, guys, that's our video on the New York Giants schedule for this upcoming season. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and stuff. And check out our TikTok. It's NSP Football Talk on TikTok. And of course, always give us a follow. We got some funny videos over there. And just keep tuned for new content. Other than that, this is the new outro symbol. Have a good day, guys.